Hello folks and welcome to today's vlog. You join us having survived Andy's first ever night in a hotel room. He is fully functional, still alive. We've slept all night. He didn't actually wake up until about 6 AM. So it's been a perfectly serviceable night in a hotel. What time do you reckon he went to sleep? About the same time as us, wasn't it?
11.
So we all went to sleep about 11 o'clock, which is obviously not ideal, but he was loving being able to just lie there with his iPad in bed while we were reading and stuff. Yeah, plugged in as well, because he's got a plug right next to the bed. So he's pretty happy with that. He was also loving the fact that from his bed with the window open, which I think he's opened himself, he can hear the trams going past, because the tram line is like 30 yards that way. When we go down for breakfast in a second, we are going to be able to see the trams from where we're eating breakfast. He is absolutely desperate to get out and about in Nottingham and do his normal Nottingham stuff. So we've got a busy morning ahead of us. We're going to head out on the trams. We're going to head to the shopping centre so we can go up and down our normal lifts. Then of course the reason we're here in Nottingham is this afternoon we're going to go and see Anna's mum in hospital again, and hopefully she'll be alright. So the job now is to, now he's done his first ever night in a hotel, take him downstairs for his first ever hotel breakfast. He has already positioned himself at this table Anna's currently sat at with crisps and worked his way through about 4 bags of crisps and a can of Coke already, but we know from earlier in the week that he started making his own toast and eating more toast. Obviously one of the great things about hotel buffet breakfasts is they have all the different bread and all the different jams and the ability to make it yourself. So I'm hopeful that we can actually get him down there making some breakfast for himself again. So he's got himself positioned where from there you can see the tram line out there. He's not over infused about having to sit at a table and has refused any food. We'll get him some toast anyway. Well, we can get quite close to an Andy breakfast in a hotel. So we have some Rice Krispies. They didn't have custard, but they have vanilla yogurt, which he's not keen on, but he's had a little fiddle with the Rice Krispies. He's got some toast with jam, but he is drinking a glass of water, which is awesome. He's had about half of that. Right, so we're going back up to the room to get ready.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go on the tram.
Yeah.
And then we go into the hospital again to see Mama.
Yeah.
And then we go home.
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. He's not over the moon with the plan because he can see the trams from here. He just wants to go and get straight on them now. But if we go and get on them now, it's not even 9 o'clock.
And I would like this.
Visiting time at the hospital doesn't start until 2:30. I am not riding these trams around for 5.5 hours. So we're going to head back up to the room. Anna's going to paint her face or whatever it is ladies do, while I get a vlog sorted out to put out today. Yesterday's vlog, in fact, probably. And then, yeah, thank you. And we've told him that we're going to go on the trams at 10 o'clock, ride them around for a bit. But he has to then agree to come to the hospital again, which he's not keen on, because he really didn't enjoy it yesterday. Well, this is suddenly turning into a very difficult video to make, and one that I don't even know if I'm going to be releasing. But one of our goals of this channel is showing what being an autism family is really like. And one of those things that just doesn't get talked about, that probably needs talking about, is how you handle these kind of situations when you have a child who has autism, who doesn't understand empathy, sympathy, sickness, death. Anna's had the call to go into the hospital this morning with her brothers because waiting until visiting time probably won't be long enough. Now, in an ideal world, I'm obviously there with her to support her, but I can't be, because the only way we managed to get Andy to come to Nottingham yesterday was with the promise that we'd get to do this, the stuff that he ordinarily loves to do in Nottingham. So he was fantastic yesterday. He accepted that he would put it off until today, that he would stay in the hotel, that he would wait patiently in the hospital, that he would sleep all night. All these things were on the condition that this morning we would get to do this. So this morning we've got to do this, because the alternative would be meltdown, would be absolute disaster in the hospital. So I've got to do this morning and wait for a phone call or a text, I guess, and then I have absolutely no idea how we do the next bits. going to be a hard few days. Now, I'm not normally an emotional person, but there are a few things in life more heartbreaking than watching him do this thing he loves while one of the people that he loves the most is like 2 miles away, dying. I mean, she's one of his top 3 people in the whole world. He asks to go and see her all the time. He'll spend the next however many weeks, months, years asking to go and see her, and he'll never understand why he can't. But on the flip side of that, there is nothing on earth that could make him go and see her one last time now. And that's heartbreaking. Well, 5 hours after we checked out of this hotel, and after much wandering around Nottingham, there will be a Through Andy's Eyes video at some point. Obviously I don't know exactly when it will be, but he has filmed a lot. We've been to churches, we've been on trams, we've been to lifts, we've been to level crossings, we've looked at buses, we've done escalators, which is a new thing, we looked at clocks, we went to McDonald's. We have done the tour, but we've checked back into a room across the corridor from the one that we were in last night. Anna is still at the hospital from when we dropped her off this morning. The news is really, there's no news, nothing has really changed from the last update I gave, which means we can't go home at the moment because we need to be nearby. Things seem to happen really quickly over the last 24 hours or so, and we don't want to be halfway home and get a call, or even worse, home and get a call, because Andy is being an absolute trooper and agreeing with everything that we're doing at the moment. He's referring to this as his Nottingham holiday. I don't think his good humour will extend to getting all the way home, getting his shoes off, getting set up in his corner, and then being told to get him back in the car again. So,
iPad.
for now, your iPad I've got here. Okay. Do you want me to put it on the internet?
No, thank you.
I bought the internet for the room, but he won't have it because he doesn't want me touching his iPad. He hates us touching his iPad. So he'll carry on playing his Lego game.
Under the charge.
Your chargers are in that blue bag there, and because I'm a prepared dad, I always have a 5-metre extension cable with a 4-way adapter on the end. I've met Andy before. Oh, you're going to plug it in next to the bed? There's USB things in the wall, so he's just going to plug it in. He knows his way around the room already. But yeah, at the moment, we're back in this hotel because it's the cheapest hotel in Nottingham at short notice, because it's being renovated. There's no car park. We parked in a multi-storey, a 10-minute walk away last night. That wasn't much fun, so we're currently in one of the park and rides, and we've just got the tram here because the tram stops right outside. That seems more workable, but when we go and get Anna later, we're obviously going to have to get the tram back to the car, go fetch her, and then decide where we want to leave the car overnight. But it's obviously not sustainable for us to keep paying to be in a hotel every night at £80 a night. But I mean, what do you do in this situation? We can't go home. It's just
sound on.
a rubbish situation.
Sound on.
What? The sound is on. Oh, is it not loud enough for you? Okay, he's turning the TV up. So I guess that's my cue to stop filming for now, while he chills out, watches CVBs, plays on his iPad, just decompresses after his morning of all of his favourite things. Are you alright, Andy?
Yeah.
What are we doing tonight?
Yeah.
We're going to sleep here again?
We're going. Mummy's coming. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get Mummy from the hospital later.
Mummy's coming.
Yeah, Mummy's with Mama in the hospital, isn't she? Mama's poorly. I don't know what to say to him. Well, it's 8 o'clock. We're back out and about again. I'm about to jump on the tram. I don't actually know how often the trams run at this time of night. Hopefully they still do, because the car's miles that way. But we're going to jump on the tram, head back to where we've left the car, go and get Anna. There's no more news, so I guess we take no news as good news, and we see how the night goes. But we'll go get her now. Well, that was our last tram of the day. We've got provisions. Unbelievably, the Tesco we went to didn't have multi-bags of salt and vinegar crisps, so we've had to buy 10 individual packets for 70p each. But we have enough food to get Andy through the night and through breakfast as well. And it's getting on for 9 o'clock. We've not had anything to eat, so we're going to use Deliveroo again for the second night in a row. We had barbecue food delivered last night. Yeah, and I had sausage from Red Dog Saloon. I think tonight we're going to have Taco Bell delivered. I've never been to Taco Bell before. We're just about back to the hotel, so he still wants a bath and whatnot as well, so I think we're going to end the vlog there before I say so any more times. I just realised as I was walking up the stairs that I did a whole ending to the vlog without actually giving you any kind of update on Anna's mum, because I'm frazzled. That's what I'm doing.
You are.
Well, it's been a long day, so general update is not really any change.
No, she was really bad last night. We got in there really early. Got the doctor to talk to us, saying she needs to get better before they can do anything else. She's got better, a little bit better over the day, but nothing too substantial. So
I think the general headline is she's still critically ill. Is she still considered critically ill?
Yeah, she can't go home.
She's still critically ill. We're trying to be positive and hopeful, but not 100% confident that that's realistic. So we'll see how the night goes. We'll see how she is tomorrow, and just take each day as it comes from there, I think. Yeah. So now I'll end it properly, because I probably cut off me trying to end it before. Same as what I said yesterday, and if you, obviously we're not asking if you like the episode, but if you appreciate being kept up to speed or just want to give a thumbs up as a sign of support, that would be much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel for more daily vlogs. If you are new, they're not always like this.
No, they're not.
And thank you very much for watching.
Yeah.